boy, stop. You ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts.
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow.
Here we go.
I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams. The Pets are going to get there. Down he goes. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. It didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Rod. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Trucks over him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mixon. He is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here we go.
They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Patriots at 500, 7-7 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. 11. Now Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now it's Burrow. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown! Albert Okwuegbunam, 32 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, 27 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only if you...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. Throwing Jones. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Waddle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
At their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on second down. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Patriots have it.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now Jones throwing on 1st down, eluding the pressure right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Nick Folk for the Patriots field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Folk's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And there he goes again. Brandon Wilson. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Patriots 17. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Burrow. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Albert O, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
It's a run with Akers.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
From his end zone, Wilson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
70 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 36, Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd.
He's got room at the 30.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there for New England. And even 80 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Folk's kick is good.
And that will close the gap down to 14.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Here we go.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
71 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL. So, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
11 empty. 11 empty. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mixing up the middle. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
11, mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Again, it's Mixon. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Short of the goal line. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
12, 12, 12.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
From the 29, Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
One, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? The game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
But Charles, a lot of